You know, people, when they hear about my accident, they think about all of the physical pain. They just cringe at the thought of falling 60 feet and hitting the ground. But that was the easy part. That was definitely the easy part.
My name is Bailey Sinner, and I'm the director of Where the Rope Ends, a feature-length documentary film that we are offering to volunteer search and rescue chapters to use as a free fundraising, recruitment, and awareness tool. More on that in a moment, but first I want to introduce you to Nicole Doan, who inspired this whole mission.
Hi, my name is Nicole Doan, and I'm a nurse in Seattle, Washington. I was climbing with a couple of other nurses in the summer of 2017, and like most of your subjects, I made a mistake. Just one mistake that changed the course of my life forever. I laid on the forest floor for hours with a broken back and a spinal cord injury, shattered pelvis, just struggling to breathe and wondering if I would even survive. So when I saw the search and rescue helicopter arrive and I saw someone rappel out of that helicopter to save me, risking his life to save my own, the last thing that I wanted to do was forget who they were. Their names were written on their helmets, and I just kept spelling their names over and over, trying to just kind of put that to memory. I knew that if I do live to see tomorrow, I will forever be indebted to these fine men and women.
I saw her go a little bit out of control, and then I saw the fall happen.
The mist from the waterfall was cooling my skin.
Then I heard the thud, and I said, "Oh my God, Nicole fell."
And there were rainbows reflecting off the water.
We got more information that somebody had taken a decent fall, 40, 50, 60 feet.
And yes, there was pain.
She was literally like draped over boulders.
There was enormous pain.
The fall was unsurvivable.
There was also enormous beauty. The last thing on my mind was that I'm gonna die. I felt kind of like a bird. There's something here that is beautiful. You won't see it if you're in terror. You need to just be like water and go with it. It's been a long, hard road to recovery. But 6 years later now, I am back to life as I knew it prior to the accident. I'm 100% certain that that would not be the case without search and rescue.
A lot of people don't come up and visit. A lot of people we don't hear from again. Sometimes we'll get cards, but every now and then we'll get visits from people that we rescued. We had got notification that Nicole was going to come up. I was expecting a van to pull up and her being carted out in a wheelchair, and she gets out and starts walking, and I'm just like, there is no way she's walking, but the smile on her face.
I broke out the hat for you.
It's that time of year.
Yeah, it is. After the rescue, and still to this day actually, the search and rescue members who were involved in my rescue continue to show up and support me in any way that they can. And I think that that's a testament to the type of character a search and rescue member has. Needless to say, thank you is just not enough. I needed a way to do something, if not equally as incredible for this organization, at least something that could help save them like they saved me. So I had a ton of hospital bills and no income. So my ability to provide a sizable donation was pretty much shot. Also, I carried, the weight of survivor's guilt. I wondered, why did I survive when, as a nurse, I've seen so many people die from so much less? And how do I ever repay this debt? And that's when I met Bailey. I thought, I will never be able to make the kind of impact that I hope to achieve without thinking outside the box. Maybe this is my opportunity to give back.
I met Nicole during yoga teacher training and fell in love with her story. Before Nicole, I had no idea that search and rescue was all volunteer, and after meeting the team that saved her, quickly fell in love with them as well and wanted to capture their portion of the day that changed Nicole's life. Since then, we've been hard at work for the last 6 years, putting together many shoots, years of editing, and bringing in incredible filmmakers that have been willing to volunteer their time to contribute to this film. As we made this film, we spoke with search and rescue members about what they need most, and it became evident really quickly that money is often a concern.
I'm sure we don't need to tell you, but most organizations are funded by donation, and most organizations don't have the type of marketing and outreach strategy that can successfully fully support their chapter.
This was the perfect area for us to focus our efforts to help, because one thing we know about film is it has the ability to have a call to action type of an effect that you need when you're fundraising.
So here's a sneak peek of one of my favorite sections of the film, designed intentionally to connect the audience emotionally to search and rescue.
I'm on call 24/7. Usually for a week in a row. And I go to work and just kind of sleepwalk through work. And work, you gotta work, you need to make money. But it's just not near as meaningful as being a volunteer and saving lives. My name is Paul Moutre. I joined Search and Rescue in 1981. This is my 38th year now.
I'm working on my 7th year in Search and Rescue.
I've been with Search and Rescue for 12 years.
I joined Search and Rescue in 1999. That's easier to remember than the arithmetic, so I think that adds up to about 22 years. We have people who specialize in things like the aircraft or rope rescue or water rescue that have many hundreds of hours a year, more than 1,000 hours in many years. The vast majority of all the rescuers involved in search and rescue work here and in areas around the western part of the United States at least are all volunteers, and so no one gets paid anything.
All the other people involved in this helicopter rescue team are extremely competent at what they do. For me to come in as a medic, it's humbling knowing that I have to stay up to everybody else's level, and I like that challenge. Although it is pretty badass to be flying in the North Cascades in a helicopter.
We know you're all very busy doing the important work of saving lives and promoting safety, and that work must come first.
We also know that a lot of you don't have enough volunteers to respond to all of the rescue missions, let alone to fundraise. But the missions don't happen without any funds. You know, it's a challenging situation to be in.
So we've worked really hard to develop a strategy so nearly every search and rescue organization can make use of this film in a way that works with their organization's limitations.
For National Volunteer Week, April 21st through the 27th of 2024, we will host a nationwide screening and fundraising event that allows all 501c3 search and rescue chapters to participate for free.
This is an incredible opportunity for you to fundraise, raise awareness, recruit new members, or just have an internal screening with your teams.
Here's what's included when you opt in. If you choose to host a virtual event, we will have an online platform that screens the film and opportunities for your viewers to donate.
A marketing package available to you 4 months prior to the event that includes trailers, social media assets, newsletter templates, posters, and more.
If you choose to host an in-person event, a guide on how to contact you with your local theater and work with them. and guidance for a successful screening.
Since we began this process, we've had test screenings, Q&A sessions, and more with chapters around the country already. And we tend to get a lot of the same questions, which we want to address for you right now.
You might be thinking, what's in it for us? I personally have a debt to search and rescue that can never be fully repaid. I didn't know how I could even begin to repay that debt until I met Bailey. It brings me great peace to be actively doing something to benefit not only the search and rescue organization that saved me, but every other organization that wants to take advantage of this opportunity.
I'll admit, I originally saw this incredible story as a great opportunity to grow professionally in my career in film. But after getting to meet, connect, and learn about search and rescue and see the power that this film could have to help, it's provided a whole new inspiration to get this out into the world. That being said, films cost a lot of money to make, from shooting permits to editors to insurance to gear rentals, animators, and more.
We will be looking for sponsors to attach to our 2024 event. It's an excellent way for brands to showcase themselves to an outdoor-focused audience.
Outside of our Search and Rescue event in 2024, we will allow organizations not associated with Search and Rescue to have access to the film for a fee. We plan to be doing a national PBS broadcast, a film festival tour, and all the usual things you would think a film would do to recoup funds that went into the making of the film.
There are no stipulations. As long as you can provide proof of your 501c3 status, the film is free for you to use during National Volunteer Week in 2024 for fundraising, awareness, recruitment, or whatever you need most.
Fundraising efforts will go straight to you and never touch our hands.
This video will be available for in-person and virtual events. So, if you aren't able to host an in-person event, you still have the opportunity to benefit from the film. We will provide an easy-to-follow step-by-step guide on how to host your event.
This is a human interest story about Nicole, her upbringing, her accident, and her recovery, with search and rescue weaved in strategically.
This approach will attract all of your existing fans to get an inside look at the people you are all benefiting. But by not having it a dedicated search and rescue only film, we are bringing in an audience that may not be aware of you.
An audience like me. I had no idea search and rescue was all volunteer before this experience, and I can't wait to reveal that to others.
People are emotional givers. In order for people to give to your organization, they need to feel emotionally connected to the cause. The film has the power to connect them emotionally to the efforts of search and rescue and volunteerism.
Then you can make this film very specific to your organization by simply attaching a Q&A after the screening with your own members to talk about your specific organization. Great question. We will be having a search and rescue exclusive screening in August. You will have a week where you can watch the film virtually anytime you want.
We will also have a live question and answer session where we can address any questions that you might have during this period.
You can scan this QR code right here on your phone and it will take you right to our website. Otherwise, you can type in our website directly, www.wheretheropeends.com, and select the Search and Rescue tab where you'll see a spot to input your email, and then our team will be in touch with more info.
It's been a lot of hard work to get this gift ready for you all, and I really hope you will use my story to draw the resources you need most to your chapter.
Whether you need help with recruitment, fundraising, awareness, or community engagement, we hope you will remember this film as a free resource for you to use next April.
Visit our website and get signed up for the test screening. We can't wait to meet you all and to have the privilege of giving back to your organization.